Here is a question I want you to sit with for a moment. How many years did you spend in school? 10 years. 12 years. Maybe more. And in all that time, not once did anyone sit you down and explain how money actually works. Not one class. Not one lesson. Not one conversation. They taught you the Pythagorean theorem. They taught you the names of rivers. They taught you the dates of wars. But they never taught you what compound interest is, how debt is designed to trap you, or why your savings account might be making you poorer right now. And that gap, that specific gap between what school taught you and what life actually requires, has been quietly costing you money every single year since the day you graduated. I am Vish. Welcome to Vish Invest. Today we are going through the 7 things schools never taught you about money. Not theory, not textbook definitions. The real things. The ones that change how you think about every financial decision you will make from today forward. Before we get into Lesson 1, let me tell you about Alex. Alex is 31 years old. Decent job, works hard, not reckless with money, but last year he sat down and added up every financial mistake he had made in the previous decade, every unnecessary interest payment, every year he delayed investing, every time his savings quietly lost value without him realizing it. The total was staggering. Not because Alex is bad with money, because nobody ever taught him the rules of the game he was playing. This video is what Alex needed at 18. And number 7 on this list is the one that will change things the fastest, so stay until the end. Lesson 1. Compound interest is either your best friend or your worst enemy, and most people are on the wrong side of it. Alex's teacher mentioned compound interest once, wrote the formula on the board. There was no test. It was never brought up again. What nobody explained is this. Compound interest is the only financial force in existence that grows by itself while you sleep. Here is the number that should have been on every classroom wall. 2 people both invest $500 a month. Same salary, same job, same fund. The only difference is when they start. The first person starts at 25, the second starts at 35. Both keep going until they are 65. When they retire, the person who started at 25 has over $1 million. The person who started at 35 has just over $400,000, less than half, despite only missing 10 years. They did not invest less money. They just gave compound interest less time to work. 10 years of delay cost them $600,000. That is the price of one lesson that school never taught. But here is the dark side nobody mentions. Compound interest works exactly the same way against you when you owe money. Alex had a credit card with a 22% interest rate. He carried a $2,000 balance for 3 years because he was only paying the minimum. By the time the balance was cleared, he had paid back nearly $3,000 total on that original $2,000. The credit card company had used the exact same mathematical force against him that could have been building his wealth. The lesson is simple. Get compound interest working for you as early as possible, and get it working against you for as short a time as possible. Time is the ingredient, and school had 12 years to tell you this. Lesson 2. Your savings account is not saving you. It is costing you, and your bank will never tell you this. When Alex got his first job, he did what everyone told him to do. He put money in a savings account every month. He felt responsible. He felt like he was building something. What he did not know is that his savings account was paying him around 1% interest per year, and inflation, the rate at which everything around you gets more expensive, was running at 3%, which means every year his money sat in that account, it was losing 2% of its real value, not on paper, in real life. The groceries that cost $100 today will cost approximately $180 in 20 years at just 3% inflation. A lifestyle that costs $50,000 a year today will require $90,000 a year to maintain the same standard of living 2 decades from now. Your money in a savings account earning 1% is not keeping up. It is falling behind. Every year, silently, and the bank is watching this happen and saying nothing. Lesson 3. Debt is not just expensive. It is designed. Every feature of a credit card, a buy now, pay later service, or a consumer loan is engineered with one purpose: to keep you paying as long as possible. Americans alone now carry over $18.5 trillion in household debt. Not because they are reckless, because the entire product is built around the assumption that most people do not understand how it works. If everyone truly understood compound interest on debt, the consumer credit industry would collapse overnight. It exists because school never taught you this. Lesson 4. And this is the one that separates people who build wealth from people who stay stuck. There are only two types of things you can own in this world: assets and liabilities. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out. That is the entire distinction. Alex bought a car. He felt like he owned something valuable. The car was a liability. It cost him money every single month in loan payments, insurance, fuel, and depreciation. He bought a new phone on a payment plan. Liability. He paid rent on a flat he would never own. Liability. He had subscriptions he barely used. All liabilities. When Alex eventually sat down and looked at his financial life honestly, he realized almost everything he owned was taking money away from him every month. He had almost no assets. Nothing that generated income while he slept. Nothing that grew while he worked. The wealthy think in terms of assets first. Most people never learn this distinction. They spend 30 years accumulating liabilities and wondering why they never feel financially secure. Lesson 5. This one will make you angry. And it should. The tax system charges you more for working than for owning. In almost every country on earth, Alex goes to work every single day. Before a single unit of his salary arrives in his account, the government takes its share. Income tax. In most countries, this runs between 20 and 40% for middle-income earners. His neighbor earns the majority of his income from investments, dividends from shares, rental income from a property, profits from assets he bought years ago. In almost every tax system in the world, that type of income is taxed at a significantly lower rate than employment income. The message written into the law is this: if you earn money by working, you pay more. If you earn money by owning things, you pay less. This is not a conspiracy theory. It is in the tax code. The reason most people never know this is because the school system never explained it, and understanding it is the first step to using it. Lesson 6. You cannot read the most important financial document in your life. Alex got his first salary and stared at his payslip for 10 minutes. He could not understand why the number was so much lower than what he had been offered. Nobody had explained gross versus net income. Nobody had explained what each deduction was, which ones were mandatory and which were choices, or what the employer pension contribution actually meant. Your payslip is the document that governs your financial life every single month. It tells you how much tax you are paying, how much is going to retirement, and how much you actually have to work with. Most people cannot fully read it. That is not a minor gap. That is the foundation of your entire financial plan. And it arrives in your inbox every month, misunderstood, filed away, forgotten. Lesson 7. And this is the one that changes everything the fastest. Pay yourself first. Every financial system in every culture around the world teaches the same spending order. You earn money, you pay your bills, you spend on your life, you save whatever is left, and whatever is left, no matter how much you earn, is almost always nothing. Because expenses rise to meet income every single time. Alex got his first raise. Within 3 months, his lifestyle had adjusted, and he was saving exactly as much as before. He got a second raise. Same thing happened again. More income, same savings. 0. The antidote is devastatingly simple. Reverse the order. The moment your money arrives, a fixed percentage, even 10%, goes directly to savings and investments before anything else happens. Before rent, before food, before your phone bill. You automate it so it is never a decision. You never see it. You never spend it. And over time it compounds. This one habit done consistently at 10% from the age of 25 will do more for your financial future than any other single action you can take. It takes 20 minutes to set up. It was never taught, not once. Here is what Alex did when he finally understood these 7 things. He did not panic. He did not feel shame. He set up an automatic transfer of 10% the day his salary arrived. He started investing in a low-cost index fund. He paid off his credit card, starting with the highest interest rate first. He stopped calling his car an asset. None of this required a finance degree. It required 7 lessons that school had 12 years to teach and chose not to. The system failed you, but sitting in that knowledge without acting is just a more expensive version of staying stuck. Pick one lesson from this list. Take one real action on it this week, not next month, this week. If this video gave you the financial education your school did not, subscribe to Vish Invest and share it with someone who needed this today. I will see you in the next one.